This video proves exactly why these main com debaters are all full of hot air. All they like to do is spam ad homs in a debate. They never attack any of your arguments. They just act like assholes the entire time. Now I'm going to be explaining exactly what happened in this debate, so don't be surprised if I cut the audio at some point. Also keep in mind that at the time of this debate and at the time of making this recording, I'm not feeling very well. I'm having a very bad cold and my phone has like poor connection, so you're gonna hear the audio cut at some point. So I'm gonna explain what I said in those cut points.
So what topic?
This is 12:57 a.m. for me, just so you know.
I don't care. So what proposition are you willing to defend?
What do you mean you don't care? You were talking about.
I think that's trivial, and I think that's irrelevant. I think the main question you should be answering is what proposition you're willing to defend, so I could beat you on it. Okay.
Yeah, before the recording even started, he said that he wouldn't be able to debate in an hour because he would have to leave. The reason why I said it was 12:57 a.m. was because I was pointing out the fact that it's already late at night for me and I'd have to sleep eventually. I thought you were talking about like an hour or something.
I clarified what I'm talking about, so answer the question and engage. Thank you.
What was the question? At this point, I just decided to just let go of it and then just move on with the debate, because obviously he would keep debate gooning.
The question was, what proposition are you willing to defend?
Well, I'm willing to defend the proposition.
Actually, give me a second. I don't care about what you're saying at the moment. I have to join in on PC.
Or you could have just said, hey, give me 1 sec, let me join on PC. You see why these niggas are just a bunch of assholes? They never do anything normally. They just want to aura farm on every single thing. Okay, if you're just gonna be an asshole, then just get the fuck is wrong with you? If you're just gonna be an asshole, then just shut the fuck up.
hey, let's talk about Archi versus Goku next.
Sure, it doesn't matter who it is, bro.
Yeah, Zenny, don't lose, please.
Never in my life would I ever lose. Kuro, you lost.
Okay, wonderful. Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Cool. So yeah, what proposition are you willing to defend yourselves?
Archi versus Goku.
Okay, so why should I be motivated to believe this?
Yeah, so I'll just say I'm more propositionally justified in the belief that Goku is outer. You want me to define outer?
I think that's trivial, because I think if you weren't propositionally justified, or at least if you didn't have the motivation you were, then we wouldn't be disagreeing.
You see, this is why Archie is dumb as fuck and he can't track. If my claim is that I'm more propositionally justified in the belief that Goku is outerversal, then by proxy I'm arguing that the statement that Goku is outerversal is more propositionally justified than its negation, which is the stance that Archie is taking by definition. So it's not trivial. This nigga Archie just has tracking problems.
So I'm asking, why should I believe that you are? What's the justification behind your justification propositionally?
Yeah, I'll provide that. You want me to define outerversal?
Yeah, sure. Lay this up for us.
Alright, so outerversal basically is transcending the concepts, abstract concepts of space and time, being dimensionless, and yet...
What exactly do you mean by transcend?
Superiority, qualitative superiority.
So to be superior in what sense? That seems just synonymous. I want a definition. I don't want like a synonym.
Be superior to space-time in a conceptual sense.
So again, I just clarified. I didn't ask you to repeat yourself. I want a definition. I don't want a synonym.
I didn't repeat myself. I did.
You did repeat yourself. I already understand. We didn't get to any new conclusion by you saying that. We already know you're referring to superiority. But what is superiority in this instance? What does superiority mean?
Okay, why is this nigga acting like a dumbass and trying to act like he doesn't know what superiority means? Like, literally, it's a self-evident word. Superiority just means to be superior. Like, you're gonna stand and tell me you don't know the meaning of the word superior? Like, what the fuck? Why are you debate gooning, bruh? Clarify, you're backtracking. The fuck?
Why is it hydrophone?
Why is it hydrophone? Why are you asking? Clarify, you
I clarified what I'm asking, so if you're not gonna engage with the question, then we can just move on.
Why are you debating, bro? If you understood, why
am I debating in a debate? You're a genius, bro. Get that recording? Why am I debating you in a debate, bro? Yo, please someone answer him, bro. I don't even think I can answer.
I didn't say, why are you debating? I said, why are you debate gooning, bro? This nigga, he literally said what I said and then twisted it up. Listen.
Why am I debating in a debate? Why am I debating in a debate?
So he obviously knew that I said debate gooning, but then he goes ahead to say this.
Why am I debating you in a debate, bro? Yo, please.
That's not what I said, bro. You admitted the truth and then you lied. Like, what the fuck? How do you ask me to clarify something you understood? Go ahead and explain.
I think you can make that conclusion yourself, okay? because you're such a genius. Now, I think we should move on because this is irrelevant if you're not going to engage with the question, and I don't really care to banter with like a child. Okay? So clearly, if you believe that Goku is, capable or so we're going like. Again, so that's cool. So if you're saying that you have to, wow, bro, I'm lagging, bro. I didn't see it, bro. Wow, bro. I think I might be lagging, bro. Anyways, so obviously, right, if you're gonna say that you have to fit a certain condition or you have to satisfy a certain condition to be out of Universal, where's the showing that Goku satisfies this condition? Can you prove this to us?
We haven't even gone past the definition of out of Universal.
I don't really care. We have gone past it. Are you stupid?
It's kind of ironic re-asking me if I'm stupid when you never clarified on whether or not you agree to the conditions that I put forth for qualifying to be an out of Universal, but then you are asking me that where's the evidence for Goku satisfying the conditions that I presented when you yourself never, in fact, directly agreed to the conditions that I presented. This is obviously disingenuous behavior, and the reason why I didn't let him go with this point is because later on in the debate, he can just say, well, I never agreed to your definition of out of Universal being correct in the first place. You just assumed I did. That's exactly what I was trying to avoid.
You just complained about me backtracking. I said we can move on and then you proceed to backtrack. You're a hypocrite.
Not once in this entire debate did I ever backtrack, by the way. I then asked him if that means he agrees to my definition of out of Universal, which he agrees to. So you agree?
You understand this? Obviously, if we're working under your semantics, why would I try to critique you under that? That's useless.
This part also proves he can hear me regardless of the recording itself lagging.
See, it's going to be trivial that we're operating under your semantics if you're the one giving the argument. Do you understand this? Is this making sense to you, monkey?
Just randomly calling me a monkey for no reason. I'm telling you, these niggas are just a bunch of assholes, bruh. Like, literally, that's all they do. Rather than debate, you could have just said you were...
You're an idiot, bro. Just answer the question. Okay, just prove he's out of Universal. If you're not going to prove he's out of Universal, then that means you're going to concede. Do you understand this?
You're the idiot,
I don't really care. Are you aware of what Hitchens' razor is? I'm going to make this clear for the recording that if he does not prove his assertion via evidence, I'm going to dismiss his assertion via no evidence.
Hey, yo, chill, y'all need to chill.
I'm being very chill. I'm just clarifying the proposition.
I know, y'all both talking at the same time.
Okay, I'll mute up. I'll give him a full minute to prove his position since I've made mine clear.
Nobody cares about your timer, bruh. No matter how long I take to prove my position, as long as I do prove my position, your timer doesn't fucking matter. I then ask him a question that, based on the definition he's agreed to, if a realm lacks the concepts of space and time and transcends space and time at the same time, would it qualify for out of Universal? He never answers this. And like I said, regardless of the recording lagging, he can hear me perfectly. Yeah, I was gonna move on to something else. Forced me to move on to another part of my... You agree that you agree that time and yet it's superior to space and time would qualify for out of Universal.
That argument sucks your sex.
Nexus, you would lose to that. I ain't gonna lie.
Hello?
Damn.
At this point, I say hello, he doesn't answer. The reason why I'm asking him this question because it's obviously irrelevant to the subject matter. If he agrees to this argument, then it obviously gives substance to my premise. He obviously said that he agreed to my definition, which is why I'm asking him why certain criteria qualifies or satisfies the qualifications for said definition.
Alright, go ahead, Drip. Say it again, one more time.
Yeah, you agree that a realm that transcends space and time and yet lacks the concepts of space and time entirely would be cool.
Drip, you said that already.
Yeah, but he didn't answer that.
Well, I mean, I think he does because he said like we moved past the point. I think he's gonna grant it to you.
I mentioned that point in the first part, which is why I was telling him to stop rushing.
I think he wants the evidence for the other.
I'm not gonna lie, Archie. Let's finish our substance dualism conversation, bro. Please.
I didn't think
no, it was getting good, bro. No, I was watching the most high diff debate of the day, bro.
No, hell no, bro.
Yeah, if he's not gonna answer.
So it has been 1 minute and you have yet to give a singular argument. Do you understand this? Do you understand the severity of this? You have been tasked to debate me. You claim that everyone demanded your attention. That your debate prowess was so good that everyone had to see it.
Yeah, this is a complete lie. First of all, Kel was debating someone in VC, and then I said I would debate next, and literally everyone agreed I was gonna debate Zenny next, and then when Kel and his opponent concluded their debate, Wyfun and fucking Poochie started debating when they were not supposed to, and I said, hey, y'all should wait your turn, it was my turn, and then they started insulting me and saying, yeah, we don't give a fuck about you and all that type of stuff, and then I left VC, and then Zenny and a bunch of other people, including Tron, left the VC where Wyfun and Poochie were debating and joined another VC, and then Archie happened to join that VC, and Zenny was telling me to join that VC, but then I said no because I was supposed to debate him in front of the entire audience, and why are Wyfun and Poochie hijacking the audience when it was supposed to be me debating first? So I was not satisfied with that conclusion, and then Archie started asking to debate me. So Archie blatantly lied because not once did I ever say that it was because I was such a good debater that I needed the whole audience to watch me. I just wanted the whole audience to watch me beat Zenny, because a lot of people in Noblesse think Zenny beats me, which is obviously false. So I wanted to beat Zenny in front of all the Noblesse members and not half of them, and I wanted to do it live. So I wasn't gonna take half an audience, like I wasn't gonna be satisfied with that, and I was there first before Archie and even Wyfun and Poochie even ever joined the VC, and I already planned to debate after Kel debated his opponent, so it made no sense for them to come hijack the VC.
And right now you're failing to give a simple argument for one proposition that you initially made. That doesn't even require any real abstract thinking. You just need scans. All I'm asking is for empirical evidence that you have yet to give. Right now, if you were to tell me that you read Dragon Ball, I would think you're a liar. You're not even able to provide scans. This is embarrassing. This is truly embarrassing. I'm going to ask you one more time to prove that Goku's out of Universal, and if you do not, I'm going to disengage and I'm going to take your concession. Do you understand this?
Dumbass Nick going on a whole ramble. If you're not gonna let me finish the prerequisites to my argument, which I'm obviously bringing up because they are relevant to my argument in the first place, then how am I gonna fucking prove Goku is out of Universal, you dumbass? Like, what the fuck are you even talking about? If you disengage from the dialectic before I finish laying out my prerequisites, when you were the one halting the dialectic in the first place and preventing me from clarifying my prerequisites, then you would just auto-concede. Like, that's an auto concession. I did not concede. You were the one who conceded. Now, the recording kind of breaks from here, and he left VC regardless, so that would just be an auto concession. He didn't attack any of my points. He didn't let me finish my prerequisites. He was just halting the dialectic the entire time, and then he left VC because he felt like I hadn't clarified my position when my position had prerequisites that were relevant to it, and if he doesn't let me proceed with my prerequisites, then I can't clarify my position. I can't prove my point without clarifying my prerequisites. So that would be an auto concession from him for leaving VC before I could do that and going to debate someone else. If you notice, all he did was spam ad homs, which is basically just attacking me and insulting me instead of attacking the argument. So he already knows that he would lose to me if I was allowed to clarify my prerequisites. He knows he would lose badly. He's just trying to find a way to get around it, which is why he left VC, because he had nothing more to offer. Archie's a loser. I'm not gonna lie, I was expecting him to be more respectful, but he turned out to be a ridiculous asshole. I wasn't scared to debate nobody. I was ready to debate anybody in that VC. Archie, Wyfun, Poochie, whoever the fuck. I didn't care. I was gonna debate anyone. As long as it's out of Universal Goku, there's no fucking way I'm losing that debate. But he just proved that he's an asshole. He can't even handle me. So how the fuck is he gonna handle Exility? He can't. Exility's gonna beat the shit out of him. But anyways, guys, I'm still working on the Ultimate Goku video. You can tell by my voice that I'm not feeling very well. I actually have a very bad cold and a sore throat, and I've been taking meds. But I'm getting better. But anyways, expect the Ultimate Goku video soon, because I'm almost done with like half of it, like the canonicity part. But anyways, I'm gonna put the link to Noblesse and Otherworld in the comment section below so you can join both servers. Noblesse is trying to reach 600 members, so y'all should go ahead and join. And Otherworld is trying to reach 2.2k, so go ahead and join that as well. But anyways, guys, peace.